Hello everyone and welcome to a new video from Your Overwatch. I'm Eddie the Chump and today we've got something a little bit different for you. We're going to be looking at this little obscure game called Fortnite. I'm sure you haven't heard of it. Now this game does some things amazingly well and we thought we'd talk about those great things and how Overwatch can be inspired by. And even though these games are very different in a lot of ways, there is a lot of potential for bringing positive features from one game over to the other. This is a love letter to both games actually, so sit back, relax and enjoy the fun. Taking risks with changes. Right, Daddy Jeff, I love you and the whole of Team 4. But why are we waiting so long to see cool stuff even if it's not finished? Epic do an amazing job of just taking fun risks with new weapons, modes and utility. And they're not too proud to just be like, well that didn't work, so we're taking it back out until it does work. Brigitte not being playable in competitive for nearly an entire season is an example of the opposite. People were so hyped, Jeff. I was so excited to play her too. But all of that momentum was completely arrested with the decision to make us all wait all this time. The PTR also isn't used as well as it could be. Go nuts, guys! Even if animations aren't quite there yet, we all understand it's a test server. We just want to see and play with cool new toys, even if they're not completely ready yet. What's the worst that can happen? Something is kind of broken or overpowered? Well, it's contained within the gaming equivalent of a padded room, so while we're in the asylum, let's go a bit nuts, that's what I say. Do something bold, like giving McCree dual-wielding pistols instead of Deadeye for his ultimate. Double fan the hammer? It'd almost feel like the old days. We don't know if that's the most perfectly balanced idea ever, but I bet that there's not a single one of you watching this who wouldn't like to see that. At least for like a day. That's the kind of leaning into the fun changes the game needs. And it's one that Epic are very good at with Fortnite. Playing with friends. Now Eddie, you're not gonna do that whole broken record thing where you talk about Team Q for 20 minutes again, are you? No, I wouldn't dream of it. But yes, that is what's happening. Kinda. Fortnite is amazing fun to play with your friends. The squad mode is accessible, allows varied skill levels in your party, and is incredibly varied in the ways that you can approach winning a game. What's more, the mode is actually quite hardcore, and to someone who's gotten used to not being able to play with friends in Overwatch due to rank restrictions and all the other barriers in the way, the squads mode has been very refreshing. Nothing beats making it to the end game, jump padding into an enemy's base and completely wrecking them atop their metal tower. It's joyful, even in those games where you drop and get like some bandages between you and no guns while the scrubs next to you get gold scars. Overwatch needs to do a better job of embracing the fun of team play. Just for a moment, imagine Fortnite squads where you were forced to solo queue into teams of 4 strangers. Everyone would fight over who got what, land in different locations, or you'd have one teammate only using a crossbow because they're a crossbow main. It'd be a nightmare. What I've just described is ranked Overwatch. This needs to change. Fortnite has shown us the way, and it doesn't even have a ranked mode yet. Fun and compelling routes to prized content. This one is a little controversial, as some people don't like the free-to-play / season pass model Fortnite has, but personally I don't mind it at all. In fact, there's loads I do like about it. Both Overwatch and Fortnite have cosmetics and an inbuilt currency, but Fortnite's season pass does a great job of giving players a fun and satisfying way to unlock stuff they want over time at pretty good value for money. It's also largely challenge-based, as that's the way you gain the most experience and tiers up the ladder. It helps form an actual progression system which could easily be incorporated into Overwatch. We have seasons too. What if there were a ranked progress record book where performing certain challenges gave you access to select emotes or legendary skins throughout the season? It could split off into hero-specific challenges for certain items as well. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would really love that. It's kind of in the game in the arcade mode by earning loot boxes for a certain amount of wins, etc., but it could be developed way more and made into something really special. Crossplay. So the idea of cross-platform play is a little bit more complicated for Overwatch than it is for Fortnite, I'll give you that. I'm not going to sit here and suggest that it should be in ranked, that doesn't make any sense. But for arcade brawls or PvE events like Uprising or even Deathmatch, I can't really see the harm. Even if it was only an option for private matches, just having the option to enjoy the casual modes of Overwatch with friends across platforms would be a great step forward. Part of the reason this works so well in Fortnite is because the game is about so much more more than simple FPS mechanics. It's perfectly possible to be great at building on console. It's even possible to compete with all but the really good PC players on a controller in a shotgun or sniper duel. The game embraces fun at a fundamental level, no pun intended, and a big part of that is a huge community sharing the experience together. Even if it's not strictly fair to themselves, console players are choosing to play with their friends on PC because it's just unapologetically fun. Under the right conditions and context, Overwatch could do this too. Challenge accepted. This last point is a bit niche, but I feel it's important. Fortnite doesn't shelter its player base at all. Regardless of skill tier, you're thrown onto the island and it's up to you to make the best of it. You could have 99 players in your game who can't tell that their monitor is on. Or you could have 99 ninja level players all landing with you at tilted, and good luck with that. But the game handles challenge in a really good way. By not coddling players, it gives them both inspiration and motivation to improve, even if they might not have the time or talent to reach the very top. It's fun to try, and therein lies the genius. Overwatch does the opposite, particularly in ranked. Teaming is impractical for many reasons, like being matched at higher SR when playing solo players, long queue times, etc. So most people end up playing this extremely team-oriented game not in a group. By not allowing teams to play solo players at the same rank or SR, Blizzard is trying to protect those solo players from being squashed. And they might be right to do that. Maybe if that wasn't the case, people would in fact become despondent and stop playing. But it also hides the true nature of the game from people. We're not confronted by how hard the game actually is a lot of the time. You can even argue we're largely not playing the real game, which when you consider that it's supposed to be a ranked mode, is not a good thing. Fortnite hides nothing, yet people can't get enough of it. In a lot of ways, Fortnite squads can feel more competitive than Overwatch ranked matches, which is odd considering the game's more casual tone. You'd think it would be the other way around. I can't help but feel that there's a lesson there somewhere. And that's about it for our video today, guys. Those were the 5 best things about Fortnite that I think Overwatch could incorporate into the game and make it stronger. I'm sure you guys are going to have a lot to say, so remember to put your input down in the comment section below. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a rating. If you never want to miss another video of ours again, please click the bell icon next to the subscribe button on our channel to join the notification squad. You'll be in great company. And finally, please follow the Your Overwatch Twitter so you can find updates about new videos and other cool stuff. I've been Eddie the Chump, and until next time.